So I'm just gonna be honest with you guys about something. Over the last few months, I've really lost my drive and I'm just feeling real disconnected from reselling and YouTube and where it is that I'm going. I guess my path, my purpose, and we're crushing it like with reselling and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that we're not doing well, but I'm gonna be honest, it hasn't really been much of me. It's been a lot of my husband. I've kind of taken a little bit of a hiatus off just because I feel burnt out, and I love this, and I'm trying to rekindle it. And I've figured out, I think, what it is, like, especially with this YouTube channel, and I guess just reselling in general, is it's like I'm trying to force something forward without having like a proper direction or path. And I preach it and stuff like that. And I think that's my problem, is I have fun just like talking about like the real life stuff. I enjoy just showing the raw nitty gritty behind the scenes and all of that sort of jazz. And I don't know, maybe it's just like you see other YouTubers and you're just like, oh, maybe I need to stand in front of a screen and like give like A, B's, and C's and 1, 2, 3s as to like how to improve yourself, because I like that stuff. That helps my brain live well. I don't know. So it's like I keep trying to push that, but that's not fun. That's not fun. And I want to have fun. And I'm just feeling very disconnected, and I know it's showing. I haven't been posting. I haven't been, my energy juices are gone. My creativity is just kaput. And there's some other reasons for that, which I'll tell you guys sometime soon, but I'm not ready yet. But I'll tell you guys soon. But I've just been losing my passion a bit and feeling disconnected, and I think what I need to do is we're starting back from basics. So Nathan and I are literally going back down to the nitty gritty of our store, because I've kind of started to feel disconnected from everything, because as we've grown, which we've grown a lot, you know, we just hit 6 figures, and just a lot of stuff happened this summer with like, you know, having just like, I had one good YouTube video, which can't ride or die on that because my last few have sucked, which is totally cool. I get it, because they haven't been me. They haven't. And I got to get away from just this thing that I'm trying to do. And maybe that's it. You get a little taste of like, oh my gosh, people like me. And then you try to not become something different, but you just, I don't know. You just try to, I don't even have words for it, but I mean, I'm trying to make things like, oh, people liked me one time, so I'm gonna force down some teaching experiences to, I don't know. But what I teach well and how I live life well is just by being me and living my dreams of doing this, because I love this, and I'm sad that I've lost my momentum, my passion behind it. And I'll tell you, it's really freaking hard when you do it full time with your husband and you have children. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, man, that's hard, because a lot of resellers just do it by themselves, right? It's like just like the dude that does it, and then like the wifey takes care of the kids at home, which I do most of the time. I'm like the 85% parent, but I also want to do the YouTubes, and I also want to be a part of the business, right? So that's another thing. We're starting back to basics, and we're figuring out our scheduling so we can do this as a team. And my husband and I both like to be the boss. So I've always been like a manager. I've always been the one that gives direction, and people say yes ma'am. so I'm struggling with him not saying yes ma'am every time, you know. So that's some other stuff that I'm gonna talk about. Just be real with it. But yeah, so I just wanted to be raw with you guys and say I'm sorry if my last few videos just felt very like, you know, manifest your dreams, you know, because while I believe in that stuff, you guys don't care. You're like, what's the bolo? I almost said the B word, but I'm trying not to swear, even though I wanna. I like swearing, but you know, it's not good for the algorithm. But anyway, I don't know. I'm a goofy goober and I get distracted easily, but all I'm trying to say is I'm just gonna do things and bring you guys along for the ride. And right now we're going back to basics. We're literally going through all of the basics. We're gonna restructure our photo booth. We're gonna redo, because we started doing like AI stuff with like listings and all that jazz, and I'm like, for some reason this just makes it not fun. I want to get back to like just listing stuff on eBay raw, baby, and like pushing it to through a cross lister that pushes it over to Poshmark, because I haven't done that in months, because I'm just like, I've just become so detached from the items and the business that I just stopped caring, I guess, in a way. But I do care. I'm not it sounds like I'm depressed, but I'm not depressed. I'm happy. We're thriving over here, but it feels wrong to not tell you guys that it's not perfect, and that like I want to teach continuous improvement and how to like take things and improve them and just like make your business better. But the only way I can show that is by telling you that right now mine sucks. Like, it's working, we're doing good, right? But it sucks, it's chaotic. So like the other day we started at the most basic thing humanly possible, and that was just getting all the crap off the floor. To me, that's the number one thing when you want to start over, is clean everything up, get everything put away. You know, we're doing very, very bare minimum basics, like getting some listings up and stuff. But other than that, nothing else is really moving forward until we go through and we're gonna we got a whiteboard. We just bought a whiteboard because, you know, if you type stuff in your computer or on a piece of paper, you just flip past it and you never open it up again, and it's out of sight, out of mind. So we got a whiteboard, and that's my plan. Is to like write out what the hell is going on and work on bottlenecks and work on all this sort of stuff. And I preach it in my past videos, but you know what? That's dumb. Preaching it without showing you guys how I'm utilizing it is stupid. So I'm going backwards to go forwards, and I hope you guys like this new direction, because it's gonna be raw, nitty gritty. It's gonna get weird. I'm gonna show you the dark side of reselling, but also the light. You know, so come along with me, young Padawan, and just watch my chaos unfold. It's gonna be a little vloggy. It's gonna be a little like, you know, kind of not vloggy, but just like you're just gonna live in the moment with me. You know, I'm not gonna sit in front of a camera and preach out stuff to you. It just feels weird. I got my 7 phases of reselling, but that was fun. I just was down in the basement cleaning crap, and I was just like, this is funny. Let me say this, and that was great. You know, that's fun to me. I want to be that, not preachy person that just tries to like teach you stuff. And you know, those channels do great though. That's why I was like, oh, those are the ones that get millions of views. So I was like, that's the ones I gotta do. I like watching them, but I don't like making them. You know, this feels more fun. So hopefully this video connects with somebody that's maybe, I'm hoping somebody's going through the same thing. That's just like, I feel detached, I'm whatever. And then you guys just hang out with me while I fall back in love with my business. And I start from the basics and go back through it. And then we can see the improvement together. And then I'll tell you what I did. And you guys will be there while I'm doing it. And I'm hoping people, while I do this, write in the comments and stuff what the hell's going on with your thing, and maybe I'll start like a little Facebook group or something like that where we can all just talk about the crap that sucks in our businesses, and we can all help each other, you know, because I don't want to tell you guys how to run your business. I just want to show you what sucks and what's good in mine, and you know, we can all work together as a big super world team. That doesn't really, you know what I mean, but like, yeah, I know this is a real rambly, and I'm just gonna upload this bad boy raw, okay? This is gonna just be raw to the internet. I'm not editing anything. I'm not doing nothing, because that's how I want to start doing stuff. I want to just give you guys the nitty gritty, and that sounds fun. Like that. I'm 9 minutes 23 seconds to this video, and I'm starting to get a little bit of like my creativity and passion back. I like the idea of just like raw dogging this YouTube channel. Oh, okay, guys, I love you so much. Thanks for, you know, a couple hundred people that are gonna watch this video. I love every single one of you 200 people, and yeah. All right, well, cool. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.